What's going on, everybody? It is the 28th of July, and there's, I think, about 84 days until trapping season. I got a few boxes from Minnesota Trapline the other day. The UPS guy was glad to get it out of his truck. Haven't been able to open it yet. I was out helping my brother frame up a subfloor for a house, so I'm going to get to opening that up right now. So let's see what I got here. Yeah, my wife, she sent me a text message. Not sure if that's showing up, but it just says, your box of stink has been delivered. Guys, she said the UPS guy was glad to get it out of his truck. I don't think it smells bad at all. It smells like the convention at Clearfield a couple weeks ago. What do we got here? Mostly looks like flake wax. I got 10 pounds of flake wax. I still have quite a bit of wax dirt left, but when I went through some of my dirt buckets, I had probably like 3 buckets of dry dirt with no wax in it yet, so I might make this up if it's necessary. I got some of this just in case I need it. I got a couple bags of dye, I think, if I remember correctly. There should be 2 bags of dye. What we got here? Okay, I got some Mighty S hooks, so that's going to be for making super steaks, or whatever you want to call them, MB chain steaks. I got a few snare swivels. What else we got? I got all kinds of hardware this year. I got a bunch of double ferrules. I use those all the time for building cable restraints and stuff. I got some more S hooks here. Quite a few S hooks. I'm going to try these out some more. I've used a few of these. These are snare supports, whammies, whatever you want to call them. I've used the little wire twist-on ones before, and I've used plastic ones. The plastic ones are great until they get really cold, and then they can be really hard to. They lose their I think it's called whatever malleability. I'm not too very linguistic, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to give these a little bit more of a go. I have a few of them. I'm going to try some more of those on some cable restraints. I've been using the same wax for probably 5 or 6 years, but I might completely switch my wax out. I usually just add a couple bricks here and there. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but it's probably 6 years old or 7 years old. I should have some more wax somewhere. This is heavy, so I don't know what else is in here. Oh, I got a few more, I want to say they're locking devices, but they're relaxing locks for cable restraints. I got some crunch-proof swivels. A lot of this stuff is just a big bulk of hardware stuff that I like to have around when if I need a swivel. I don't want to go looking for it. I just like to have stuff in little trays and stuff. J hooks, if I open these up a couple times, I pitch them and put a new one on. As far as like taking traps off of and everything, sometimes in the freezing cold and stuff gets frozen down. For me, it's just as easy to open up a J hook and pop the trap off at the end of the season, or if I want to move it, rather than trying to chisel out a bunch of ice and trying to get down to a quick link. So I just open up a J hook. Nice to have a bunch of them just to replace them. I got some more Fox Hollow Super Steak ends. I'm going to make some more of those up. That's what the little Mighty S hooks are for. Got a couple dozen more of those. And another dozen of the MB Crunch Proof swivels. Alright. Well, I was wrong. I got 3 bags of dye. I thought I only had 2. Oh well. I got plenty of dye for dyeing my traps. Okay, here's the rest of my wax coming up here. I knew I had ordered a bunch of wax. There's 10 more pounds of wax in here, and I got 3 pounds in there. I think I got 13 pounds of wax. Okay, got a K9 Force. I think I got one of these as a free item. I'm not sure. I think this was a free item, K9 Force. That's a nice food-based lure, really. It's pretty loud. And I already have some Liesel Russots Red Fox. I want to try some of this though, Carmen's Pro Mix. I think it has glands mixed in right in there with the Yorm. This literally is Christmas in July for me. Ooh, okay, this is the one with most of the stink in it here. Okay, so I got a bunch of empty bottles. Bunch of 1 ounce lure bottles. Okay, well here's something new that I've never tried before. I am going to take, this is lanolin oil. I think it's off of sheep actually. I know it's a lure base, but I'm gonna try to mix some of this with, I got my beaver casters. I ground up all my beaver casters with glycerin into like a paste form. But I'm gonna mix some of that with some of this lanolin and maybe a couple other ingredients, adding like some vanilla or something in there, some cherry extract or something, just to try to make my own lure to see how that works. But this is supposed to be a good base, and that's what these empty bottles are for. I'm gonna try to pack up and make some of my own lure. We'll see how that works out too. Okay, so I think I only bought 1 bottle of Vitalator 7. I still have another full bottle left, and I have a bottle that was open last year. It lost its skunk smell to it. I can just add a little bit of skunk to it if I want to, a couple drops of skunk essence. So I got 1 bottle of that. I know what this is. I'm not even gonna open this up right now. It's sealed up in a bag. Can still smell it through this though. This is like sealed in an aluminum foil bag. This is a bottle of Gusto. I like to have a fresh bottle of that. Okay, Fox Hollow Bounty Hunter. I should have 2 ounces of this in here. I haven't used this for a couple of seasons. I used it like when I first started. I got some of this and it worked pretty well, and I never ordered it again. So I got a couple ounces of that. That's a good lure. And I bought 2 jars of this Predator Bait Plus. So I'm gonna have this bait. I'm gonna have 3 main baits I'll be using this year. I got the Predator Bait Plus. I got a couple jars of that right here. I made my Dobbins bait solution, which is a little bit milder, and then I ordered some from No BS Lures that a guy from Trapper Man told me about. He's from Pennsylvania. He's not far from me, but he recommended one of the baits that No BS sells, so I ordered a couple bottles of that too. So I'm going to basically have 3 different lures that 3 different baits I'll be running this year. Got 100 feet of number 2 US made chain. Here's the other free item. I did 2 different orders. I ended up getting 2 free items. I never used one of these. This is a Bridger 1.65 or whatever that is. I guess it's almost a 1 3/4. There's some rough edges on the levers and stuff here a little bit, but the jaws themselves are nice and smooth. Doesn't look like a bad trap, really. Could use a little better pan system on it, I guess. I don't like the pan system already. Got a little adjustment to do. I mean, the base is nice. The base plate is nice on it. The jaws are pretty nice. They're pretty smooth, really, around here. There's a little rough edge right here and here. I'll probably night latch it. Nice little trap, really. The biggest drawback, I'd say, is the pan. Looks like it's just riveted on there and it's pretty thin. So that's about it. I got a giant mess on my porch now. Got stuff scattered everywhere. I'm gonna get this stuff put away. Bunch of wax and everything. I got my dyeing pot ready to go. And I'm looking forward to the trapping season coming up. So I hope you all have a blessed day. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, if you liked it, maybe you could subscribe. If you want to, give me a thumbs up, comment, or whatever. I'd appreciate it. Again, have a blessed day, everybody.